With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
They run again with Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Vince Wilfork, able to get him down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got a man. Complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Jacobs will take it in. Touchdown.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Stroud. He completes it to Julio Jones. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Julio Jones. 64 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner's a former defensive back.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Alstott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Stroud. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Touchdown, Falcons! Odell Beckham, 54 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 45-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, Love to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Ready.
And this one complete to Greg Jennings. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21. Our home team 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Love with a give to Dillon. To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Falcons 21. Our home team 7.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Right, 97.
Dillon now off the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Love looking to throw it. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here we go. Set, hut.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
On
and
the
6.
doubles. Right,
The Falcons' 13-yard line.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
Completes it to Jennings. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run the option. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Dillon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Set. Go.
They go with Jacobs. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. On the carry is Allstott. Powering his way forward. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go again with Allstott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Another carry here for the fullback Allstott. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Allstott, 69 yards. yards. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
28. Our home team, 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 81 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Our home team, 14. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's got some space here. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Alstott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Steal, chest steal. Hut.
Throwing on second and long. Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.